What is up, everybody? Welcome to AK Plays. I'm AK. Let's play. Alright, today I'm going to show you my Division 1.8.2 Alphabridge build that I'm calling the Ripper. It burns people down for how much firearms it has, and it's super fun to run. So I've got 6,600 firearms, 6,500 stamina, and then the electronics and skill power isn't really relevant to this build. Primary weapon, we've got a house with deadly, vicious, card counter, and responsive in the free slot for the Alphabridge talent. And then these are the attachments you can see. Secondary weapon doesn't matter as long as it's an SMG with responsive in the free slot. I chose an MP7 because that's just what I had around. You'll never use that weapon. And then the secondary, I just keep around a cool-headed pistol, also not very often used. Chest piece, you have stamina roll, health, skill haste, ammo capacity. Skill haste you could change to EDR if you're scared of pred still. If not, skill haste is kind of fun. On the mask you've got stamina, crit chance, kill XP. Kill XP should be, I would say burn resistance. That's probably a good one. On the knee pads you've got stamina roll, health, disrupt, shock, and damage to elites. I would probably switch damage to elites for burn resistance, and disrupt either disrupt or bleed. On the holster we've got crit chance, and on the gloves we got rolled for firearms, SMG damage, critical hit damage, and skill haste. Skill haste probably should be crit hit chance, so I just need some better gloves still. On the backpack we've got firearms roll with health and ammo capacity. And then I will show you the Alphabridge talents. As you can see, I run the 6-piece over a 5-piece with a hexo or an exotic. Just because the 6-piece, the little bonuses from the miniature signature skills is really fun. The mods, I've got firearms crit chance and support station healing speeds. Support station healing speed here as well. And support station healing speed and firearms crit chance. And we got firearms crit chance on the mask and firearms crit chance on both of the chest piece mods. And then we'll look at some of the stats here. You can see the critical hit chance at 55%, along with a pretty good critical hit damage and headshot damage. And then you look down here, I'll show some of that skill haste. It's not a ton, but I mean it's enough that it's relevant. Here on the skills, we are running a booster shot. That's more for the resistance and the extra damage buff, and not for the healing. And then for the box, you can see that we're running an immunizer, and then your signature skill doesn't matter. You're going to be getting little mini ones. On the talents, we've got Adrenaline, Critical Save, Combat Medic, and On the Move. And Combat Medic, if you're running solo, you can run Strike Back instead. And then overall, this build, it really hits. I mean, I had people today telling me that this build was ripping them down. I've got some skirmish gameplay here that I can show you. You can see I'm burning through 3 people right at the beginning of this clip. I ran it in skirmish for a bunch of games today. It hit really, really hard. It survived very well. And because you got to ring kills together very quickly in skirmish, it was even more powerful. I had some good games with it. This one I think I go 7-0, 8-0 with a bunch of assists, which isn't a crazy game, I know, but, you know, I mean, it was with Alphabridge, and I had a ton of assists, which kind of was a downer. Either way, it's a great build. I ran it in skirmish, and then I took it to the DZ, and in the DZ, it really does well, too. I mean, I did some 1Vs with some friends to kind of do some build testing on it, and it really does a good job. I was surprised by it. Obviously, it's very tough when you fight some of the meta builds, but if you can make it work, this build is absolutely unbelievably fun for what it is. I mean, you have to be careful. You don't have the same healing as you do with Striker or Nomad, but when you do have the opportunity and you're in a face tank with a Striker that doesn't have stacks, you're going to win. This burns people down very quickly with the firearms and all the talents. It is really good. I had a bunch of fun running this, and in some cases I ran it over my Striker in the DZ today. So I hope you enjoy it.